Welcome in, Hive. Hope you all are doing well today. It is day 41 of our challenge. It is also Valentine's Day, so hope all of you had a wonderful Valentine's this day, and as well, it is a long weekend for here in North America. It is President's Day on Monday, and then also Family Day for majority of the provinces in Canada. I think except for Quebec, right? So yeah, I hope everyone had a wonderful start to their weekend, and yeah, hopefully you had a wonderful time with your loved ones. But yeah, it is day 41. It is the buffer zone at the moment. How are you guys for now? Like I said, we are not making any changes for this upcoming week number 7. We are staying true and extending from week number 6 of once again the change for week number 6 was now removing the fruit, so removing the last of the sweetness, and definitely with Valentine's uh, on this day, definitely sugary treats would usually be present. So, how were you all with those temptations? Hopefully, once again, hopefully you're able to stay true. Because once again, you're just at the cusp of you know flipping the switch to fat burning mode or releasing the fat storage in use. So um, once again, these last 5 weeks were foundational in getting you prepared for this moment, right? And now we are once again, week number 6 is kind of like the first week of what we like to call the spring season, where now that we came out of hibernation and got through winter, and if we have still storage into us, then that's definitely when okay, we're telling the body that we don't need to ration our fat storages, right? And it's time to now finally let that all go, because food is in abundance. Everyone or everything living thing is coming out of hibernation, coming out of the winter season, and yeah, it's open season. Lots of things to eat. So we definitely, once again, we don't need to follow the actual season. This is basically our evolution season. So we evolve during those seasons, and we can trigger them anytime. But we definitely need those that window room, especially if you're doing this for the first time. The first 5 weeks were foundational, but once you get it, you stick to it, then you can do switch to whichever season fits for you in your health goals. You can switch them at least every 5 weeks, right? But you need to try to be consistent with those weeks, right? So planning ahead of time is definitely going to help, especially if have a trip coming up. So it'd be nice to plan 5 weeks ahead of that trip, so that you can, if you're needing to, especially for a summer trip, wanting to look great in your have that beach body, right? So definitely, setting out the that 5 weeks ahead and knowing how to get into spring mode to release those excess calories, right? So, but yeah, this is once again, we're heading into week 2 of that spring season, right? Well, overall, we've been doing this for 6 weeks, and now we're heading into week number 7 of the same thing. Is just carry on for what we're doing for week 6. So that's basically now we built the foundation. Now we're building up the walls. And these next, I believe, 5 weeks will be crucial to making those walls solid to definitely support, our final step, which is the roof, right? But it all depends on, where our goals are, how strong we want this roof to be, right? Definitely important to stay true to that, right? We're gonna slip here and there. It's just, it happens. We live busy lives. We we crave social conversations and touch, and that is part of our evolution as a species to look after each other, and luckily we don't have to groom each other, right? But we're looking out for each other, and it is very important that we stay true to that root as much as possible, and definitely eating healthy is going to be super key to succeeding for your health goals. So you can't outwork, outrun what you put in your body, but it's very important that you feel yourself right to you know um, be at your peak performance. So that's what we're focusing on these next few weeks, is having the body start releasing, and also uh, learning and remember what peak health looks like with all the removals that we have been doing for the last 5 weeks, right? And now now we're trying to flip the switch, saying that it's no longer winter season, and that's once again telling the body that there's at the moment there's no fruits available because we're just coming out of winter, right? But at the same time we don't need to store anything because we have everything else that's available with us, which is proteins, right? Fat, and vegetables as well to stay nutritional, get our nutrition requirements met. And then once again, lots of water, right? Lots of water is key to stay hydrated, right? So that our bodies don't need to store as much for the long haul, right? And then also having a breathing exercise so that at the same time, we are not holding on to calories because due to stress that may be confused with just having a conversation with your boss, which is it may be um, a line at you, but then it's not a real line in real life. So the body just knows stress, right? So uh, it's definitely important that you find an exercise, especially a breathing exercise that we implemented on day one to help you for sure manage your stress, and then let the body continue to release. So yeah, just realize we've been doing this for 6 weeks already. We're gonna be starting week 7 next week. So we are. If you have already flipped the switch, I am excited and happy for you if you are staying true to the challenge. Yeah, just don't be surprised that the weight will be releasing at a nice pace. But if you're just hovering, it's not yet there. Oh my goodness, camera, why you do this to me? There we go. Oh my goodness. gotta find a way to deactivate that. But yeah, you're just close. You're really close. And once again, when it gets hard and challenging, and you just feel like you're about to give up, just remember this is gonna happen. Especially if say you're climbing a mountain, and for my running friends, you reach that breaking point in your running, and you just need to walk and the rest of the way. But you know that you're 7 kilometers in for 10K race, or you're 18 kilometers away, and once in Canadian, right? So I'll go with kilometer metrics to a half marathon, or even 39 kilometers away from finishing your marathon, right? And the pain and the tired, the fatigue may begin to set in, but knowing that the finish line is just around the corner, right? And you definitely you know that this conversation in your head's gonna happen, right? It's gonna be there to let you know, let's just call it a night. But at the same time, when you know the feeling of reaching the finish line, right? It's just an experience that you can never get tired of, right? So you just definitely find that second win, that second burst of energy, just to cross the finish line looking strong for the and maybe looking strong for the cameras, or looking strong for those who been waiting for you at the finish line, right? So definitely, you're gonna have those voices coming in, and now that you know that they will be coming in, that now you can like just say, you know what, that means I'm almost there. I'm almost there, and I give up now. I mean, it's just gonna be even harder to overcome that by just having having that thought in the back of your mind, saying that I was just 3K away from finishing my race, or as the picture with the two guys mining away and looking for gold or looking for diamond. One just gave up too soon, and he's just 5 inches away from hitting a vein of gold or diamond. Don't be that person, right? Just that just gave up too soon, right? Especially now, he didn't know when it's going to be across, but when the finish line is. You know your goal. Uh, you know where you want to be, right? And that's why it's very important to acknowledge that this voice of giving up is going to show up in time to time, right? But now it's having a stronger goal, a stronger fuel to get you past that point of breaking or about to give up, right? Because you have to make sure that not only just setting up a goal for the sake of setting up goal, but setting up a experience that is truly important to you, and achieving that goal means so much more than just adding a check mark. It's life changing experience. All right, once again, I am right now at my fumes. I've been up since 5 a.m. with my morning work. So definitely, I'm going to get some nice, wonderful rest here, and a nice 8 hour rest, so that I'll wake up tomorrow for my long walk for Sundays. And yeah, once again, it's I definitely once again I'm doing these walks just to prove that you don't need some crazy exercise at the moment if you're starting this journey to hit your goals. Just a simple brisk walk, intervals, switching from a slow pace to a fast pace walk, right? It's going to be, it's just going to help flip that switch even faster, right? You getting that elevated heart rate, getting blood flowing through you, and I'm certain you'll be staying in your zone one, zone two, right? So, this is the fat burning zone as well. And at the same time, it's going to, doing a walk and doing a walk in nature or, lovely place or area that you want to be in, like, like a place that you planning to move to. But yeah, just getting that uncertainty of living there becomes certain, right? Once again, always saying raise your environment. So once again, you don't have to pay for, doesn't have to be at an expensive cost or anything. It's just visiting and letting the body, mind, and soul connect to those areas, right? So yeah, once again, it doesn't take a lot. Walking is pretty much free. You don't need any special equipment. Just nice pair of running shoes to or walking shoes to just make sure the experience are there to support you on your health journey. All right. Once again, this is being streamed on 3 different platforms on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. If you want to stay connected, you can scan the QR code there or head over to coachryanj.com. I'll have all my social links in there. It's my link tree. But yeah, feel free to if this has been very beneficial to you, feel free to like or give it the thumbs up. Hit subscribe or follow to get notified with the notification buttons when I'll go live. And I'm going to try to do this every evening until March as part of my 90-day journey. And we are almost halfway there. We are day 41. So thank you all for being part of that journey. I really appreciate all you and your kind words and support for my journey and for my family. It means a lot to me, and I hope to keep pushing forward to continue to serve you all, and also just definitely set us example to my 2 boys that true fulfillment is being able to uplift someone's life. And once again, it's you gotta make sure that you continue to invest in yourself in order for you to invest in others. All right, once again, continue to raise your environment, as we were saying. Just being in unfamiliar areas become familiar, so that you can raise yourself. With that, be able to raise your own environment, your friends, your family, your colleagues, your community. They are part of that very special environment for yourself. But you definitely need to be that person to be able to take that first step for your community and be able to be ready to help uplift them and raise them up to become better, right? To finally believe in themselves, and you're the catalyst to ignite that fire in them. So yeah, just continue to pay it forward, be kind to others, so that they can be kind to the people around them as well. Pay it forward, and have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful weekend. And once again, happy Valentine's Day. Take good care, and I'll catch you again tomorrow.